Pereira in the main event of UFC Fight Night on Saturday. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. How's it going, man?
It's going great, man. It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to have another fight camp. You know what I mean? Fucking love this shit. I'm stoked.
Good. Well, and a willing dance partner, I have to imagine, in Michel Pereira, so it should be a good one. Hey,
Yeah.
if you were to take part in an MMA trivia game against the top 15 at middleweight, would you place dead last?
Oh, like if I was the guess who, okay, I
Yeah,
get you.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know who's in front of me, to be honest. Yeah, for me, it's just, man, do what I do. I'm just a violent motherfucker that likes to fight. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Uh, the rest of the bullshit I don't care about. I just want the belt. So whoever the fuck I got to take out to get there, that's what I'm willing to do. So
It's so yeah. I always felt like a fan Q&A, and people were just kind of like laughing about your interview with Ariel Helwani. So safe to
yeah.
say, like your continued success in the division has not. Do you leave like the tape training and stuff to your coaches to figure out? Like, are you kind of hands off on that
No, I
department then?
watch tape. I watch tape.
Okay.
I always watch out just to see what their tendencies and how they come. You know what I mean? Like, do they come out hard? Do they come out eat? Like, what's their fill out process and all that stuff like? Um, but honestly, I'll watch like a couple, like all their fights, and then my coaches, that's their job to do homework for me. Um, and I have the best team in the world, man. I'm telling you. And we just keep showing it. So I'm excited to show you guys what we've game planned for this fight.
Listen, I'm all here for work-life separation. So if it doesn't have to be in the context of training, I'm on board. I am curious. I was actually thinking about this on a walk the other day, as it pertains to sort of people coming in hard and fast and picking up on nuances. What's one like subtle tell or read you can make of an opponent that's going to kind of tell you if this is going to be a hard fight or maybe an easy day at the office?
Uh, I don't know. I usually watch how they react and stuff. Some people will
Mhm.
just go, you know what I mean? They freak out and go hard. Or there's some people that will pause. If they pause, then you know that the next time they're going to be there for you, and you just got to figure out where they're going to be. Um, but I don't know. I've been doing it for so fucking long. There's kind of little signs I look for, and it's just like, all right, go, go, go. See it. All right, trust it. Go. It's a fast game, but it feels like slow
Mhm.
motion. I don't know how to explain it. When your adrenaline's going, it's wild.
You know, I think on the surface, you might have some people kind of looking at this as striker versus grappler, you the latter. Is that your assessment of it? And if not, what do you think maybe some people are getting wrong when they sort of break this down at a surface level?
Man, I don't really care what people like think or see or whatever. But the truth is, I started off as a kickboxer. I have like a lot of amateur kickboxing fights. I have a lot of Muay Thai fights. I even have a fucking amateur Muay Thai title. The reason I got really good at grappling is because I kept getting fucked up as an amateur, and I was like, bro, this shit can't be happening. Like just 'cause I get taken down, you know what I mean? But now, I've been grappling so heavy that now everyone thinks I'm a grappler. But at the end of the day, I'm a mixed martial artist. I know how to do everything. And I like blending this shit. That's my strength. You know what I mean? I was never the greatest kickboxer, the greatest straight grappler, the greatest wrestler. But when you let me fight and it's violent, I can always make this shit work and be the best in the world. That I promise.
I was looking sort of through your timeline and your career in the UFC, and I was reminded of the fight that you were supposed to have against Dricus du Plessis at UFC
Yeah.
273, and I think it was like April of 2022.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can only speculate and guess, but just for fun, where would we be right now today if Anthony Hernandez and DDP had fought on that day?
Man, I'd probably be champion already. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
But it is what it is. Like that's what I'm talking about. Seeing stuff like that. I said yes to the fight. He said no because he wanted to go fight Gaslam. I get it. Bigger name, bigger. He's playing the smart game. Uh, me, I really don't give a fuck, man. I believe I'm the best in the world. So if I'm gonna have to face these motherfuckers, why not now? You know what I mean? I really don't care. I'm just gonna show the world what I can do.
Well, and I mean, I know you may not know who those people are, but I have to imagine a win over Pereira, and we're looking at a top 10 guy. So hopefully that helps expedite the process for you a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, they've been giving me tests and I've been showing up and passing the test. So I think this guy is on an fight win streak. They're trying to build him as well because he's obviously built himself very well. Um, I think this fight over him just it will put me at a number 5 or 4 guy, hopefully. Um, but man, just give me a test and I'm ready for it. I promise.
So, you don't keep up a ton with what's happening week to week in the UFC. To be fair, it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, I bet.
intensive
I can only
UFC
imagine.
calendar. It's crazy. If I didn't have to do it for work, I probably would give myself a few more breaks in between. What sort of prompted you to get into MMA? Was it the fandom at the time? Was it your
Nah,
competitive edge? Like, what happened there?
yeah, I didn't even have a like so I'm from Dunning, California. If you've ever heard of it, I don't that's like population 700, small ass little town. Um, but there's not shit out there. So I didn't even have TV growing up and stuff. I just had like we had like a satellite, but that shit it did never work. So we always just were outside, or I had a bunch of animals, and my dad had a bunch of roosters. So I was usually outside with the birds and stuff, or with the animals, moving them, helping my dad feed, or putting straw in cages, or working on diesel mechanics with my dad. So I've always grown up working. You know what I mean? As a young kid, washing trailers and just doing all kinds of stuff. So for me, I mean, this is just work. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of jobs that I didn't like, and I'm like, man, this job right here, I fucking love. I know what it takes to be a boss, and that's the work I put in every day.
What's the best? Because I've lived in like the suburbs of a major city my whole life. What is the best and worst thing about living in a town with a population of 700 people?
No, there's no bad thing. I mean, realistically, like I live in Sacramento now, and it's a city, and I've had my rim stolen, my car's broken into. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm fucking hate the city. I like, man, I cannot wait to get out of Sacramento, to be honest. But the greatest things in the country, man, you don't gotta lock your doors. Everyone knows each other.
Mm,
Everyone's polite. I mean, it's nice. You know what I mean? Like worst case, someone says some shit, you just beat their ass. It's the country. You know what I mean? No one's gonna see that. By the time the cops get out there, it's gonna be long gone. But you know what I mean? The country's
yeah.
just nice. It's everyone's a lot more like everyone waves hello, good
Hmm.
morning, and it's just fucking nice, man. And
Yeah.
in the city, like I'll wave at people and they just look at me and like don't do shit. I'm like, all right, fuck you too then,
Still on their phone the
motherfucker.
whole time.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck you. But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Actually,
I like the rural country because everyone's like they're genuine, they're real. You know what I mean? It's not a bunch of like city snake shit that's everyone's trying to get over on each other. It's nice. I love the
yeah.
country, man.
Yeah, there's like for so many people there's this weird like disconnect that I don't really enjoy about living in a major city, but you
Yeah,
take the good with the bad sometimes. Is it
yeah,
true, as we wrap up here, is it true that you got kicked off of the high school wrestling team because of your grades?
yeah. I mean,
Okay,
like
okay.
school is never my strong
Me
suit. You know what
neither,
I
me
mean?
neither. So I'm not here to hate on it. I did want to get your opinion though. Like, I'm sure there's a middle ground somewhere, but what sort of message do you think it sends when like a kid is passionate about something and they're not given the opportunity to do it because they may be struggling in another aspect of academia where they might not be as interested?
Man, it sucks. It's like, I mean, going back and telling myself, I guess maybe I should have tried to like study harder, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking dyslexic and like
Well, I failed grade 12
like,
math. Yeah.
bro, I'm fucking like I just say it how it is. I tell everyone I'm fucking retarded because I am. Like the fighting stuff I understand. The like reading and shit, like dude, I like my brain just fucks up the shit and I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not doing that. But man, I don't know. If I was to give it kids advice on that, it's just find a good gym. You don't need to have good grades to fucking fight.
Yeah.
Find a good gym, find good people, um, work your butt off every single day. And if you really are passionate about it, show up every day and put in that extra
Mm.
1% because that 1% will add up every single day. And that will help you get where I'm at. You know what I mean? And MMA is just like one of those things where it's usually not like you don't see a lot of smart people doing like that. Went to college and shit fighting. You know what I mean? Like it's usually a bunch of dogs. Like we're all fucking dogs, and this is all we got. um, but man, I would say just I know people say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but I did, and look where I'm
Mm.
at now. So I think if you kids really want it, you just fucking you focus, you dial in, don't let distractions and shit get in your way and do it for your family. You know what I mean? Help your fucking grandparents, help your parents.
Mm.
That way they can get out of the struggle too.
As we begin to wrap up here, I always like to go through people's Instagrams before interviews and just kind of, get a read on them outside of the fight game. I got a bone to pick with you, Anthony. Who posts 57 Instagram stories in a
Bro,
23-hour window, dude? I was like, I'm going to do my research, and I get there. I'm like, I am overwhelmed right
bro.
now.
All right, here we go. It's because usually like at nighttime I'll pop my edibles, and then bro, my fucking DMs are full of just stupid shit. And then fucking I'm like, bro, if I laugh, I'm posting it. I don't give a fuck how fucked up it is or whatever it is. But it's like life's short, life's fucking rough, you know what I mean? If the last thing I can do is give you a smile before you go to bed, then it's an honor. You know what I mean? That's just how I see that.
Well, you did, although, I guess in hindsight, it's a little sad too. Can you tell me a little bit about Alcock on the way out here?
Oh yeah, my guy, man. My little guy fucking died, unfortunately. I don't
Sorry.
know what happened. Like I went to go grab him and put him outside for his little morning, for his morning, and he passed away. At the end of the day, man, I gave him the best life he could ever have, and we had so much fucking fun together. My kids had a blast with him, so like I'm thankful that we got to spend time together. And man, but yeah, no, I got some of his little kids and stuff, so I'm planning on breeding those little bantams and at least keeping his little blood alive. You know what I mean? I got like a cool little tombstone for him and everything, and like I buried him in my backyard. So I'm gonna make like after this fight, I'm gonna make a badass like little area dedicated to him. Um, it's gonna be great. But it was an honor to have Elcock in my life. You know what I mean?
Well, my condolences, but never have I seen a bird with so much personality. So I got a real kick out of
Dude, he
seeing him in his
was
sombrero,
the
riding the
best.
Roomba. Like,
Yeah, he was the best, man. He like just would walk around the house. I would go outside, he'd walk and follow me. We'd go on drives together. Uh, but no, yeah, it was an absolute blast. They have a little personality, and most people
mhm.
wouldn't know that. They think they're just dumb chickens, you know what I mean? But no, you get little snacks and stuff, and you actually show them you care, that you're not gonna hurt them, and that you're like a carer, you know what I mean? And they'll open up to you just like anyone else will. And I absolutely love it because all my little chickens have fucking personalities and they're hilarious.
Dude, I love it. No better sentiment to end on. I want to leave you with the last word. So, very quickly for me, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Subscribe, tap the bell, thumbs up, give us your prediction. Anthony Hernandez, Michel Pereira, that headlines UFC Vegas 99 on Saturday. Fluffy, if there's anything you want to tell the people, I'll let you have the last word.
Thank you, man, for having me, first of all. And man, I'm ready to go show the world. I got a bunch of people behind me that know what I can do. And now it's just go show the world and let's get our fucking belt.